I did all this. We have a great team, and the business community is responsible. We had lost 350,000 jobs. So now we're up, I don't know if you know this, almost 300,000 jobs. And our unemployment is at the lowest level since 2001. Good. Good. But not good enough. So we have to continue to drive the incentives for job creation. So we're going to have another major proposal on tax relief and tax reform. And I'm just going to share with you a couple of the details, and a lot of these things will be flushed out on Monday. And by the way, this budget is just kind of brimming with new thoughts and ideas that we're all excited about. But we are going to just about double the personal exemption for people who are the poorest, from 0 to 40,000, and then almost doubling the personal exemption from $40,000 to $80,000. Because you want to give incentives to people who go to work, and we want them to have a reason to work even harder. So by doubling the personal exemption and combining it with the earned income tax credit, Ohio is beginning to give people at the bottom the kind of relief they need, the incentives to work more. And that will be in the of the jobs, I'm told, is that the right number? Of the jobs in Ohio are held by people who work in small business. Okay? Small business is the element of job growth. It's the fastest area that gives us the greatest promise for people to get work. But there's another thing about small business. There's the butcher, there's the baker, and there's the candlestick maker. There's the florist and the barber. Why do they matter? They matter because they are part of the glue that holds our communities together. They not only can provide the opportunity and the job growth, but they also are in a position so we go places and people know our name. And I want you to think about that separately from Community Connectors, which is a great program to mentor each and every one of our children. So in an effort to provide more incentives and more growth, and an idea of more entrepreneurship here in the state, we are proposing eliminating all income taxes for small business up to $2 million in revenue, which we believe will help small businesses to grow, which will tell our young boys and girls, our young students at our universities, you want to start a business? Do it in Ohio. Ohio needs more youth. Ohio needs more growth. Ohio needs a more diverse population. And we believe by encouraging entrepreneurship, we can help to spur the creation of more small businesses, therefore more jobs, so that there is more opportunities for the people who are currently dependent on the government. Now, it's very odd for a conservative Republican to go before a community action group and talk about tax cuts, okay? This has only happened one other time that I can think of in the history of Ohio, and that was last year, okay? But look, let me just suggest to you, we have to grow. The single biggest way to get people help is to get them a job. To help them get a job, to train them when they're in the job, to help them have the circumstances where they can break out. Cynthia, right? A perfect example of somebody who broke out. Doug Lumpkin. I used to work for his father. Not really, but I felt like I did. Here you got Doug Lumpkin who's had so many important administrative positions. Jobs are where it's at, folks. If we had not had the kind of economic recovery that we have had in this state, we couldn't be doing many of these things. But now we can do this because we're growing. How do you think we get to go and push child care to 300% of poverty? It's because we've got some money. And we want to continue to grow jobs and grow prosperity and grow revenue so we can continue to do things.